But it's gonna be alright. Cause me and my clique, we don't give a fuck. Sweet daddy, let's go. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you know that you can get it, let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. If you want some, come get some.
Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans, welcome to the first Saturday edition of FTW Future Focus. I am your not-so-humble correspondent, Robert Black, and to my side is the fabulous lady from North Carolina. She is the Tigress Ty Nickerson. How you doing, dear?
Hi, guys. I'm doing okay.
Sweet. I hope you had a good week. To my caddy corner, there is an empty chair, but it is not really empty. It is the FTW Phantom. How are you doing, sir?
Fine.
Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We had a change of position there. Above me, we have two prominent individuals. The one on the left is the master of wine, women, song, and cigars, who just had a birthday and is looking to do some more partying here. President of Motown Wrestling Group on Facebook. He is Tony Motown Allen. How's it going?
I got my baby, my white Hennessy right here.
Wait. We ain't sharing?
You might be again. My mom got me a Cohiba.
Oh, sweetness.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's see, I've got me a birthday cigar too, but it's going to wait until later because right now we got business to attend to.
And I got a little something.
Sweet. But see, the party is always there with Motown. And
Wherever I'm at.
Yeah, and last but certainly not least is the founder of our feast, the president of FTW Network, former professional wrestler, current promoter, superstar in our hearts, my pal and friend. He is the mastermind, Bobby Rogers. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. I had one. Got my cigar. About to get me a glass and get me a little bit of alcohol in my system. Shout out to Wendy. Hi, Wendy. What's up? To Clayton. What's up? I know you watching.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of you guys, I just want to take the time out and say thank you for tuning in. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So I just want you to know we do appreciate you tuning in with us. We had to change days because of work schedules, things of that nature. But we will replay this on Sundays for those so they'll know that we're transitioning to Saturdays. So look at it live and then also look at it again on Sunday. Check us out here on the FTW Network.
Much love to our fans and much love to the people who are going to watch on Sunday. And just sweet. And just
gotta get it just right, Rob.
Exactly. Cigars and liquor are important to our industry. Now, just before we begin and start our show proper, last week on the thank you for joining us meter, we hit 297. And since our usual intros, we get 3 out of the way anyway, I decided to skip that. And our first Saturday show is going to be a no thanks edition of FTW Future Focus. So today, anything goes. It is Saturday, damn it. And we are going to have a damn good time on this show. And our first segment. Yeah! Hey, nice. Yeah! Now, our first segment is going to be one that the mastermind came up with, and it is one we haven't done for a while. It's called True or False. We go off the cuff with some questions that the panel's going to go around, and let's see, Bobby, since this is your area, why don't you start us off?
Yes, because I forgot my notebook on the other ones, but I do remember one.
Well, before you go, though, preseason football, the Chicago Bears, my Bears,
are beating the Buffalo Bills 13-3.
Okay. Cool.
They're winning 13-3 right now.
The Bears?
Yeah.
Our Bears.
The
Yeah.
Bears.
Our Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
13.
13.
They got 13
They
points.
got 13 points.
How the hell did they get 13 points?
Either the Bills that bad or we're that good.
The Bills ain't bad.
Or the referees are cheating. Whichever comes first.
Hey, whoa. As a referee fan, I'm fine with cheating refs.
Well, under certain circumstances, so am I.
Well, I guess we flattened that one. All right, but the first question.
False.
Damn, how'd you know about my...
Because he read the Notebook.
I haven't seen the Notebook. I have no idea what he's asking.
Yeah. The first question I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to grab the Notebook for the other ones.
All right.
There has been a lot of controversy lately, and Tony Khan has set up and spoke out in the press conference. He said that there are a lot of companies that are trying to sabotage AEW and its progression. He feels that there are companies out there that are purposely degrading AEW, not giving them a fair evaluation. Bots have been came up. Yeah, bots.
Really? Yeah.
So, true or false? Do you think there is a conspiracy theory to go against All Elite Wrestling? Rob, since you are an All Elite Wrestling fan and you do support All Elite Wrestling, I will give you the first banner.
All right. As an advocate of AEW and all it represents, I have to say false.
Hey!
There is not there's not a conspiracy of there's not a conspiracy of companies to take down AEW. There's just one company that's trying to take down AEW, and it's because they want their monopoly back. Now, you can
that was
now,
pretty cool. Let me go get my shit.
All right. Now, you can chalk that up to business just being business, and I can understand how a lot of people can make that argument.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it any kind of conspiracy. There's no, in order to have a conspiracy, you have to have a vast or at least numerous number of people plotting in order to deliberately take down a company. And as much as I love AEW, especially at the moment, and as much as I admire Tony Khan, he's completely full of crap on this one. The big bad corporation trying to take down the smaller independent company is not a conspiracy. It's just a uneven fight. It's a mouse fighting a gorilla. But the one good thing is that sometimes a gorilla can lose.
Yeah!
That was
Was that
random.
Bobby or was that a sound bite?
That was a soundbite. I just found sound bites on here.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the FTW Future Focus has moved into the realm of memes, baby.
What?
Okay,
You give me a new toy, I'll fucking run with it.
okay. Before we get too far into that, Ty, do you think this is true or false?
Is there a full of shit option?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tony Khan's full of shit.
For you, Ty, is true, false, or full of shit?
Ooh, I like that option.
See, that's that's an option.
I like that option.
Yes,
We're changing the rules. Okay.
What?
Oh, stop it.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I ain't been this excited since my side boo Kenny Omega came back to the AEW.
Ooh.
Well, there you go. But your verdict is completely full of shit, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah!
Don't make me bring back thank you for joining us.
That was
Jesus.
fucking nice. That was nice. Oh, he slipped one in there on the production booth.
Give a motherfucker a little power. Look what he does.
She'll give you some old doing some shit like that.
And that's why my favorite book is Lord of the Rings. Okay, Ty, do you want to explain and elaborate a
No,
little bit?
I said what I said.
Okay, fair enough. Motown, true or false?
She brought out that mama. She brought out that mama voice.
Right?
I said what I said.
Yeah. Gotta respect that.
What do you mean?
Tony Khan is somewhat fucking delusional.
Yeah.
So
He thinks Delulu is the Sululu.
I'm not gonna say it's false. I'm a side with Ty because as Ty pull her Tony Motown Allen hat on and make her own goddamn answer up, I'm going with that one because the best answer. He's so fucking full of shit. And here is why. Do you honestly think other wrestling companies supposed to want you to succeed? You think this is all one big happy goddamn fucking family where everybody's gonna be all kumbaya and where? No, it's fucking competition. Nobody's trying to sabotage you. They're trying to beat you. That's how it goes. Other wrestling companies try to beat each other. Just like I'm in the banking industry. Other banks want other banks to do worse than them. When I was in wireless, Sprint wanted everybody else to do worse than us. It's fucking competition. Fucking live with it. Stop thinking everybody's your goddamn friend or should be your goddamn friend and focus your own goddamn promotion, you fucking bitch.
Ain't no friends in competition. Everybody's out for themselves.
Exactly. And when you sit there whining, bitching, and moaning, but everybody trying to put it up, you sound like a bitch.
When you bitch and moan like that, nothing's gonna get done. Tony Khan needs to put his big boy pants on, stop being the cool boss, and start being the actual boss.
Exactly.
Wow. Bobby, please, if you want.
Well, the key thing I look at here is there a conspiracy? My brother,
testify
against a. That's all I'm about to testify. But you know what? I'm going to shock everybody. Tony Khan isn't wrong. There is a conspiracy against AEW. There is. But it's not what you think. The conspiracy against AEW is not WWE. It's not TNA. It ain't AEW. I mean, it ain't.
That's not conspiracy. That's fucking competition.
It ain't even GCW. It ain't even WCWO down the block. You know who has the conspiracy against AEW right now?
Cody Rhodes?
No.
I know. I'm fucking.
That was close though. But no.
Wait, no. Before you say it, come on, see if we get a lady boner. It is Chris Jericho.
Woo! Damn.
There it is. There's our lady boner.
You just had to do that, did you? Y'all had to do that, did you?
He has the liberty today.
Ah, shit.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of lady boners, Bobby.
Oh, God.
Anyway, this is the problem. The conspiracy outside his organization. It's two little pinheads that he calls P's that actually has. Damn.
Oh.
That actually has the conspiracy against AEW. And they're called the Young Bucks.
Boo! I'm sick of him.
If you have noticed, everything they have done has been about them. It has not been for the company of AEW. They are dragging the company of AEW down to promote themselves. They are the conspiracy.
that's against AEW. And Tony Khan is too blind, dumb, and stupid to realize it. Look at their title run right now.
Their title run is shit.
Diarrhea.
Dysentery.
The NXT Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions, got a better title run than the Young Bucks right now. How the fuck are you supposed to be this grand old EVPs and you can't even produce your fucking self? But Tony Khan don't see it. And the conspiracy is with the Young Bucks because they're doing it on purpose. I'm sorry. There is a conspiracy against AEW. There is. But it's not nobody else but within his own company, and that's the Young Bucks. Like I said, how many years have I said this now?
Several.
I think they need to get rid of them. They need to get rid of them. I think the company would shoot up if they got rid of them and got some more people in there to actually be a true EVP. And not this bullshit they doing, because they fucking up bad.
All right.
They fucking up real bad. Britt
Fair
Baker,
enough.
fuck that bitch.
Lord Jesus.
We're going to get on her later.
I mean, as much as I like Dr. Breaker, DMD, there's a lot of women in wrestling I'd rather get on other than her, though. And the first one on top of my list is, of course, my OG boo, Trish Stratus. I'll put it on her like Dudge. Of course, it's Mandy Rose, my new school Trish Stratus. Put it on her like Dudge. And of course, my crazy boo herself, skipping herself, AJ motherfucking Lee. You see how CM Punk just disrespected my boo? AJ, you seen CM Punk hugged up with Zoe Stark. You seen that. I saw it. Come home to daddy. Bring your crazy ass home to daddy.
Wait.
I'm marriage, man. Leave me alone.
And with that, can we move on to the next true or false?
This is the thing. It ain't CM Punk has got it ain't the CM Punk thing. It's on the side of her because look what Zoe Stark go to. She like women. So you getting a bonus, you take AJ and Zoe.
No,
well, there can always be a four-way.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's the thing in wrestling. There can always be a four-way.
And I think AJ a little by herself. I think her.
Come on, man. We already know that.
Like I said, you can get AJ and Caitlyn.
Okay, next, Bobby,
we still
please.
live? Oh, wait. Before we move on. There we go. Sorry, Mom.
Thank you very much. And that
really.
don't count.
Not really, though.
Not
But
really.
yeah.
No Thanksgiving. Okay, sorry, Mom.
My ass in trouble. What the fuck you say on TV? No, I'm just...
Wait, as you like your next true or false?
Is Wendy gonna kick my ass after this segment?
Yes, true.
Well, that's a unanimous decision.
Good Lord, I knew this was going to be a good show on paper.
I'm just happy my boo's more understanding.
It's Saturday. We're in the middle of the weekend. We're sitting here drinking and smoking, doing a podcast. That's the American dream, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't mean Dusty Rhodes.
God rest his soul.
Yes. We'll get to the sad news later, but Bobby, next one.
Because we talk about AEW. The next one. Speaking of AEW, the Lucha Brothers. Now, as we all know, their contract is coming up. They're either going to get renewed or get lost. So,
Can I take lead on this?
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I did have you in mind for leave.
Okay, cool.
Can I get out, motherfucking damn?
I just throw my request in.
Anyway, honestly, with the contracts being up, WWE, it's been rumored that WWE is looking at picking them up. Do you guys think, true or false, the Lucha Brothers will have a positive effect on the WWE Tag Team division? Tony.
False.
False?
False.
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 Falsetto.
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 And the reason I say this is because they're not your typical WWE team. They're not. Like I just see them getting lost in the shuffle. And another reason I say false, I kind of hope there was a rumor going around, and it's probably about 10% chance that it's happening. But if it does, I really hope this ain't AEW. Tony Khan is talking about buying the rights to Lucha Underground. He's going to pick up Ricochet. He's got the Lucha Brothers. I think he got Johnny Muno. I think he's on the contract. I mean, he got enough players to like really resurface and rejuvenate Lucha Underground and give us something a little bit more exciting than Rampage. But whether he does that or not, I just don't see Penta and Phoenix doing it in WWE. Penta on his own, I could see. Phoenix, they don't have a cruiserweight for him. And as far as tag teams, they're a good lucha tag team, but they don't do the lucha in WWE like that. Not for it to get over like that, though. So them as a team, no. But Penta on his own, sign me up.
What you think?
I'm sorry. Do I think the Lucha Brothers will be good in WWE?
They make a positive impact in WWE.
1,000% false. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm with Tony on this one. They're not. I think they're gonna be lost in the shuffle with WWE. Do I see them as a great tag team in Mexico or any other promotion? Absolutely. But WWE, absolutely not.
So Ty, you said Tony Allen is right?
Yeah.
I love hearing that from a woman.
because I think, like I said, WWE is not a big fan of tag teams. They hate tag teams more than I hate the Young Bucks.
That's a lot.
But do I think they benefit in Lucha Libre in Mexico and anywhere else? Absolutely. So 1,000% false.
Rob.
Nice stereo.
Right?
Not only do I agree with both Ty and Motown, but I'm going to take it a step further. This is 100% full of shit. Number one, I am not convinced that the Lucha Brothers won't re-sign with AEW. They've become a staple in that company, and for them to have to start all over again in WWE, I think would be a huge mistake to their careers, especially since number two, not only are you guys right in that Phoenix and Penta will get lost in the shuffle in that company, but they will get completely buried within it. Not only will they get lost, they will get buried. Does anybody remember Sin Cara?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big damn deal.
One of the remix.
Both. They both got buried. One guy got fired because he sucked, and the other one couldn't get off the ground because the first guy sucked. So
Sin Cara is the first person in history ever that gets fired, but then we're gonna still use you as somebody else.
Exactly, and plus, Ricochet, people like Ricochet, WWE is not and has never been a company that treats cruiserweights kindly. And they don't treat tag teams kindly, at least not ones that they didn't throw together randomly. So not only is this false, but this is 100% full of shit. In fact, it is so full of shit that a fat man in a Viking helmet needs to walk out onto a stage with lights and sing it operatically. He needs to walk out and go, bullshit!
Oh.
And then walk off the stage.
What the fuck did I start today?
That don't count.
I
Okay.
know.
You just habits die hard. Anyway, that's my answer to that.
Well, let me give you my answer. Yeah, I'm about to surprise everybody again. I think they would. And this is the problem. And this is why I disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
The WWE marketing machine is a powerful motherfucker.
No, I agree
They
with
will
that.
make shit look like gold, and you go digging for it.
We'll get there.
It make gold look like shit too.
True.
We'll get there.
Now, as I look at it, their tag team division right now is lacking. But, and this is the key thing, the NXT style of wrestling is close to what the Lucha Brothers do. Their tag team division has a very good mix of different styles. You got Gallus, you got the Creed Brothers, you got Wesley and his bunch, the Radicals, you know what I'm saying? So you got a good mix, and Penta and them can adapt to those mixes very well.
In NXT, yeah.
Right. That's who's coming up, though. Now, if we were talking about the old Vince McMahon type of tag teams, oh, no, they'd be fucked. They'd be fucked all day long. It wouldn't even be a question. Pat Patterson just go in their dressing room and just say, bend over. You know what I'm saying? But.
Poor Little Ray. Little Ray get it first.
Yeah.
Ray Finn is going to need, a fucking, with Pat Patterson concerned, he's going to need a Pulp Fiction moment and pray that, like fucking Penta become Bruce Willis with machete and save his ass.
Yeah, true. But you know what? He's not used to holding the tag rope, so there you go. He's already prepared. But
facts.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go gargle holy water. I'll be right back.
Oh.
But with the marketing machine, with the NXT that's coming up, and you see Triple H is promoting them like a motherfucker. He's pushing them up. I think the tag team division is going to be like what they do at what the Lucha Brothers do. I think Lucha Brothers is going to be a big catalyst. And the match that I want to see, that I'm hoping it happens, if they put them back together, is the Lucha Brothers versus the Usos.
They're going to put them back together.
That's going to be the money match right there for the tag team division. And that's going to bring everything out. Mark my words. Lucha Brothers go to the WWE, they take it on. And they got added incentive to make them good because guess why? They're going to turn around, take another one of the main people that Tony Khan had, and make them mega stars. And say, you can't touch us. And walk the fuck off. WWE is going to clown with the Lucha Brothers. Lucha Brothers are going to make so much money out of the marketing machine and sell so many t-shirts, they're going to forget what an A, a E, or a W is.
I think Penta's going to start. I'm not sure about Little Ray.
No, this is what's going to happen with that, though. Since you broke it down like that, they're going to make it as a tag team successfully, okay? Then you know how it always happens. Penta's going to take over, and then he's going to do a singles run. Ray is just going to be on the side like, fuck that. We see what you did with the other Ray. You're doing it worse.
Well, see, Bobby, here's the thing, though. The fact that you just said that's how it always happens is part of the problem. That's why tag divisions don't last on the main roster. In NXT, they do because NXT is a different show.
Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad, though, because me personally, I think Penta is a better singles wrestler than tag wrestler myself.
Yeah. That's true. And see, the thing is, also, you got to think, and then, of course, I look at it as a bit in a business mindset. The biggest story that you can tell for a rivalry between two people is deceit. Who is the closest people you're going to have in a wrestling federation besides a advocate or a manager turning on his pupil
or Penta turning on his brother? Because in all honesty, Penta's a natural heel. Ray Phoenix is a natural face. And I think that's one reason I don't feel that team. Because Ray Phoenix is a baby face. He's a pure baby face. Penta at his best is heel.
Penta's demonic.
Yeah. So that's why, like, and I agree with you, Rob. One of the problems that WWE have is splitting up teams that they don't need to split up. But that team, I don't think
it would be a problem.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, it's not like they split up the Usos or the New Days or established tag team that should be together. Like, that one could be split.
Actually, I think they should be together. I think they should be established tag team should be together. I like the matchup. But on the real, though, Penta gonna go crazy.
He just start breaking motherfuckers' arms again.
Yep.
That would be nice. Or breaking their own arms, for that matter.
I mean,
When Phoenix broke his arm on that table spot with dipshit Saurus, yeah, that was hard to watch.
Hey, Penta versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Next.
Oh yeah, I did go last. All right. AEW again. Everybody know what Britt Baker said about MJF?
No, I don't actually. I seriously, I haven't heard. I'm serious. I just know she got in trouble. She got suspended and everything. I didn't hear what she actually said.
This should have been fired. Trying to comment on MJF's matches.
She's trying to comment on his matches
in front of his girlfriend. I think his girlfriend can go back and tell him.
What'd she say?
Oh, just critiquing his match, saying, "Oh, this match was terrible. He should have did this. He should have did that." You know. Now, how the fuck you gonna tell somebody what? Okay, we're gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that for my comments. I'm gonna leave that for my comments. But do you think with the MJF argument that it's okay for Britt Baker to say what she did? True or false?
I don't know what she said other than she commented on his matches.
She was critiquing of a higher caliber in the wrestling business.
Is she the first one that
openly like that? Yeah.
Okay, can I take this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I might have made it too much of a technical question for inside.
No, it's okay. I can break it down.
Mm-hmm.
It's true, but only under certain conditions. Yes, Britt Baker has the absolute right to critique and criticize an MJF match, whether positively or negatively. However, it is stupid, low class, and completely unprofessional to do that shit, while you're in the locker room with the same guy, and number two, when you're talking to his girlfriend. What the hell was she thinking? And how the hell did anybody in her right mind did she think that anybody was going to react to that? She's dating the man. You just shat on him. What do you think's going to happen? And then when she tells her boyfriend and he confronts her and there's a confrontation, 2 and 2 does not equal triangle. All right? This incident almost made my tap out of the week, because the last thing that AEW needs is backstage bullshit. We've had the second anniversary coming up of some of the stupidest fucking shit that has started AEW down a bad path in the first place. We don't need more of that.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. And I'm not going to deny that. Punk was in the right in that instance. That whole thing was absolute horseshit and should have never happened.
CM Punk. Oh, sorry. Damn.
Regardless.
AJ Lee. Oh, sorry.
MJF. No. Here's the thing. The Britt Baker has the right to say what she wants about anybody that she wants. You just need to be high class enough to not say it in front of somebody else's girlfriend and then not expect them to then turn around and tell the guy what you said, because that's not snitching, that's just common sense. So if you're in front of somebody's girlfriend, you don't badmouth them, and you keep your fucking mouth shut until you're amongst friends. That should, so it's true, but only up to a point.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. I pretty much got the gist of this. Now,
so what do you think?
I don't think
It doesn't matter. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you want to go one-on-one with the great one?
I had to get you back. Right?
No, I want to go one-on-one with Rhea Ripley. But just in certain context.
Tommy's always on top, so. Okay, but I look at it like this. Is it a fireable offense? No. No, you don't fire her over having her opinion and everything. Was he stupid? Absolutely. I wouldn't fire her over that. Come on, this is AEW too? With the shit that they let happen? You can fire somebody over having an opinion, criticize somebody's match, but you let all the other shit go. Let all the other shit slide. There's been far worse in AEW. That's fireable offenses than that.
Hangman Page.
Okay, you got a point.
Jungle bitch whack Perry. But
Beyond Clucks. Oh, sorry.
But me being me, you know, y'all know how I am. I'm an AJ Lee fan. That's my boo. I love crazy chicks. You got to be careful what you say around another man's woman, because if that bitch crazy, it's going to end bad for you. So I'm not really saying it's a fireable offense, but it's an ass whooping offense. Ass whooping offense.
Yes, ass whooping.
And Dr. Breaker, DMD, you're lucky the bitch that snatch you bald and whoop your ass right there on the spot.
Facts.
And tell you to
1,000% facts.
kiss her ass.
So, I mean, from what, yeah, I mean, there's like the rules to the business. But there's also common fucking sense. And she brought the common sense fucking rule. I don't know all the rules to the business like you and Rob, but I know the common sense rule.
Hold on.
I know the common sense rule.
Wait, hold on. Keep going.
The common sense rule is you don't say shit in front of the man's woman.
Remember you said that.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back into time. 2 years ago, we just talked about an incident where CM Punk choked the shit out of a couple of motherfuckers for talking shit. And then the year before that, CM Punk sit up there and
You know why? Does MJF have a contract with AEW? Does MJF woman work for AEW? Does she have a contract with AEW? Can she lose her job for whooping Britt Baker's ass? No, she can't.
Dude, you missing the whole point.
No,
you missing the whole point. You missing the whole point.
No, because CM Punk's situation was different. No, CM Punk,
gentlemen, you're both pretty.
2 months to lose. That bitch had nothing to lose over whooping her or Britt Baker's ass because she's not an employee there.
So basically, you're saying because CM Punk he should have took his tail between his legs and don't do shit. He was an employee.
No, what he should, he did, but Tony Khan didn't do shit. Was I told Tony Khan to handle it,
and that's why he fucked him up.
That's on Tony Khan.
But you blame CM Punk though too.
I did because he shouldn't have done what he did. It cost him a job.
Okay, so you contradicted what you just said.
How is MJF's woman, which we don't know who the fucking bitch is, gonna lose her job?
Because actually, if they want to get technical, if she whooped her ass, MJF could lose his job.
That would have been fucked up because he had nothing to do with that.
But he brought her in there.
Instead, she had nothing to do with it.
Understandable. I agree with you, but technically
my ass. No, he was not in it.
Okay. Let's put this into perspective here.
Wait. Hold on. Let me make one point. The point is that Britt Baker started shit. It was okay for her to whoop her ass. Hangman Page, Jack Perry started their shit. It was all right, but CM Punk choked them the fuck out. And actually, he should have did more.
But CM Punk had $1 million contract.
It don't fucking matter.
He had nothing to lose.
It don't fucking matter.
Yeah, it does.
No, it don't.
Oh, okay.
If I'm going friend,
Let's
as
establish.
as an employee and whoop somebody's ass, I'm gonna lose my job. If I go in and ask my ass as a customer, what I got to lose?
Going to jail.
Okay, let's establish a very.
The employee have more than the bystander.
Let's establish a very important fact.
Oh, real quick, Rob. Nikki said. She said, "Don't we all, Rob?" I'm not sure what she meant on that, but I think she agreed with you.
Okay.
In the live comments.
Okay, let's establish a very important fact here. MJF is a hell of a lot smarter than Hangman Page or Britt Baker. He might have been justified in either getting into a brawl with Adam Cole or trying or attempting to accost Britt Baker physically for what she said to his girlfriend. He did not.
Expression in.
He did not, and that's the difference. Everyone, Bobby's right in that everybody involved with the all-out brawl-out and everybody involved with the Jack Perry incident should have been fired. Perry should have been fired. The Bucks should have been fired, and Page should have been fired for starting the whole thing in the first place. All true, but Punk still reacted badly. MJF reacted like a professional. That's the difference.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm going to say it like this. Don't start none, won't be none. That's the way I always did it. Because guess what? If you got that rule in place, motherfuckers ain't going to start shit.
Outside of Russ, outside. I mean, I had to talk you off the goddamn ledge with that fucking thinking, motherfucker.
Oh. Gentlemen, you are a lot of fun to watch.
Bobby does love that. Like, don't start.
Ty still hasn't answered yet. What do you think of this circus?
Welcome to another episode of First Lady Keeps It 1000.
Yes.
Pull her hair out. Got your weave.
Oh,
can I just swanton bomb the bitch? Okay. Now, I read about this story. Britt Baker was in the wrong doing that.
Yep.
I don't care. I don't give a fuck if that's somebody's girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, wife, husband. The comments are off limits, especially when you bring somebody's significant other into it. She's wrong for that. MJF did act professionally, but Britt Baker should have never got involved in it. That was none of her fucking business. But I do agree with Robert on this one. But to an extent, Alicia Child is MJF's girlfriend, if y'all want to know who she is.
Alicia Child.
Alicia a tout.
Oh, Alicia a tout.
Oh, that's his woman?
That's his girl.
Okay.
Okay. If there's one thing I learned when we were kids, I know your parents taught y'all this. Stay out of grown folks' business. And that's exactly what Britt Baker should have did. She should have stayed out of MJF's business. Especially when it comes to commenting on his matches. But the fact that she got his girlfriend involved, Britt,
that was doubly on.
you fucking know better than that.
No, she
You
don't.
fucking know better than that.
No, she didn't, Ty, because guess why? She had that big ass head that my boyfriend and my husband, Adam Cole, is so cool with the Young Bucks. I think I can do what I want to, because I didn't get to say this phrase as I was fucking with you. But the thing that was when she told her, "Get out of my locker room, bitch." Are you? Is your last name? Is your name Britt Kahn or is it Britt Baker?
I'll be honest with you though. Like as we're talking about this, I didn't realize like MJF's woman was not only his girlfriend but talent as well.
I ain't gonna say no more about this because I'm gonna save my energy for my tap out moment of the week. But that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Speaking of we do have a next segment, which is we are going to discuss a one-on-one matchup potentially.
Yes.
Jordan Grace versus Willow Nightingale. Who would win and why?
Explain this right quick.
Sure.
The reason I picked this out was because we had a very interesting debate on Motown's Wrestling Group. If you're not a member of Motown's Wrestling Group, go to Facebook, type in Motown, MOTOWN, Wrestling and Group. If you have a problem with them two words, look it up. Anyway, the thing is that we had a very good voting battle when it came to these two going against each other. Jordan Grace and Willow Nightingale, two girls that are on my roster for this. And it was one of the most entertaining votes that there was. So what I wanted to do was take this matchup out and start this thing called matchups. Every so often, I'm going to come up with the matchup that we're going to discuss of who win, why, and in what condition that they will win, basically. Because sometimes we got to look. It'll be a matchup with WWE versus AEW. So you got to look at the condition of where the match is being taken place. Mm-hmm. But I wanted us to look at the matchup and discuss why do we think this certain person will win. Get in depth with why this person will win. Because some people say, oh, well, I want Charlotte to win. Well, why do you want Charlotte to win? Because it's Charlotte Flair. You dumb fuck.
Now, can we do cross-generational stuff in the future?
Right. I would like us to discuss why do we think they will win. And
okay.
Win, but why they will win.
Yeah, but I mean, could we like do Roman Reigns versus Bruno Sammartino sometime?
We could do a Legends versus Current. That'll come up.
Okay. I'm all for this. I love it.
So, Willow versus Nightingale.
You know what I mean? Just give me the participants and I'll draw the brackets up.
Willow Nightingale versus Jordan Grace. Tony? No, Ty ain't went first yet, has she?
No, she haven't.
Ty, because we dealing with two ladies?
The first lady of Motown's Wrestling Group. My end-all be-all to run my group. Thank you, Ty. You know I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Jacob gonna fucking kill me if I keep saying that. My other boo gonna fucking sue me, y'all. Just playing.
No, you're the last one he gonna sue. I think me personally, with all the other sites you on and everything, he's still relevant because of you, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy's still relevant because of me too.
Oh, without a doubt.
And my side boo, Kenny Omega. I miss my side boo, y'all. All right. Okay. Jordan Grace versus what?
Willow Nightingale.
I'm about to throw out Shannon Moore too.
Yeah, Shannon Moore needs some love too. I gotta get my other.
I want to start calling him your forgotten boo.
Stop, y'all.
Here's your FB.
All right. Okay. Jordan Grace versus Willow Nightingale. Who do I think will win? I'm gonna have to go with. Dang, this is hard. They're both good. They're both good.
Either. I know who didn't vote, so you're going last. I can't wait to hear who you will pick.
I gotta abstain, y'all. They're both good wrestlers.
North Carolina abstains courteously.
Sorry, I gotta abstain.
That's okay. May I go?
Yes, you can.
All right. Out of these two, I chose Willow in the actual tournament, and I'm choosing her again. Basically, what you have here in Willow Nightingale is a very inspirational and very high energy babyface female wrestler who can charm the pants off of any arena in the world and the quality of her skills in the ring match it. And that is a very rare thing, especially when you're talking about someone who is a potential legacy babyface champion, and Willow Nightingale can be that. We've seen the sparks of it, and at All In, she's going to be defending a title for a Mexican promotion in London against a North American opponent, and she not only has like personal inspiration, but she's an international sensation. Yeah. So I can't go against Willow on this one. So Nightingale wins here.
Now, before we go, I checked the Carfax, Ty. You pick Willow.
Damn. Okay, I did.
Willow.
Well, that
I
was
own up to it.
Well, that was in the tournament on Motown Wrestling Group. So, it's a different sort of situation if you're looking at it as just a one-on-one instead of a tournament. Keep that in mind.
But I'm going to go next because I can't wait to hear who you pick, because somebody, when his women, and in all honesty, and I'm going to give, before I pick my pick, I'm going to give Bobby Rogers some credit, though, for the women's tournament. Because myself, Rob, Marcus, and the Mastermind had our roster. So I took our top 8 picks and made a tournament. And when we got to that matchup, we had 5 women left, and 3 of the 5 was his.
Wow. Hey, I have no dog in that fight because my promotion, Leather and Lace Pro, got their ass kicked. The last one standing was Asuka.
But she had a bad matchup. I forgot who she went against. It was either Rhea or
it was Rhea.
Rhea, okay.
Yeah.
Now, you two picked Willow Nightingale. I picked Jordan Grace. In my opinion, I mean, there's no shade on Willow. This match was like an Elite 8 matchup, and it was towards the end with, like, you had the best of the best in this. And I'm sorry. One reason why you picked Jordan Grace over Willow Nightingale, because Jordan Grace is your top pick. And she's your top pick for a reason. Willow Nightingale got all the talent in the world, but the thing I love about Jordan Grace is that power, that intensity, that killer instinct. Jordan Grace will rip your fucking heart out. And I think that extra intangible that she has, I'm not trying to disrespect Willow Nightingale, what I'm about to say. Willow Nightingale versus Jordan Grace to me is like Jordan versus LeBron. And the reason I say no disrespect, because LeBron is incredibly talented. No matter how you feel about him, he's incredibly talented. But he is soft like Charmin. He don't have that killer instinct.
Okay, I will give you that. Okay.
Jordan Grace had. That's what I said. I'm not saying it.
LeBron.
I would say I'm not putting it in a disrespectful way.
Comparing my Willow to LeBron, you almost got murdered there.
LeBron is incredibly talented, no matter how you feel about him. He got all the talent in the world, but he's soft like Charmin. He don't have that killer instinct. He don't have that clutch gene in him.
And Willow don't either.
No, that's why I picked Jordan Grace. And when I look at greats, like, because LeBron is honestly like a top 10 player.
No,
he's top 10.
No,
he's top 10.
No. Top 20. Not top 10.
But when you look at the top greats, LeBron don't have that killer instinct. He doesn't have that gene to like rip your fucking heart out. And Jordan Grace has it. Jordan Grace is a fucking beast. She is powerful. She's athletic. She is sexy as fuck. I will put it on her like Dudge, but with caution, because that bitch might hurt me.
Yeah.
But you got to worry about John.
Well, yeah, it would break off like crack.
That bitch would break it off like crack, without a doubt. I ain't worried about Jordan Gross because I got somebody Jordan. Because he might go to whoop my ass, and she like, nah, baby, I got this. That's the type of business she is. She like, you ain't got to do shit. I got it. Jordan Grace is a beast. She's a killer, and that's why I picked her, because she's a goddamn killer. And she got both of them talented out the world, though. But that killer instinct is why I gave it to her.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
I'm shocked you said that. No, because what fucks me up on this is I thought the same thing.
That killer instinct.
Yes, that's why Jordan Grace was my number one draft pick.
Yeah.
Jordan Grace can be, now, I look at it from a business aspect. Jordan Grace can be the ultimate mega baby face.
Oh, yeah.
But she can also be a mega heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That girl could turn the button like it ain't nothing. She could not only fight women, but she could legitimately fight dudes.
Yeah.
Which puts her in another category over. They talk about Tessa Blanchard because of her technical aspect and things of that nature. Fuck that. They should have gave that honor to fucking Jordan Grace.
Yeah. I think Jordan would have been a better choice for that then, and more believable, to be honest with you.
I can see Jordan Grace doing it. Not fucking Tessa. Now, Tessa versus Jordan would be a damn good matchup. But as far as it sits right now,
I'll be honest with you, Tessa versus Jordan Grace would have been harder for me to pick than this one.
Yeah, it would have. But as far as we look at it now, Willow is just the ultimate baby face. Willow is a lovable girl that you just want to hug, kiss, and later. Oh, sorry. Ooh, don't kill me, Wendy. Jordan. I mean, I can't even say Willow Nightingale is the ultimate baby face. She will cheer a crowd up. You need her to be that half black John Cena. That's why I see her. She's the half black John Cena, and she will make a killing doing that. I think the ultimate rivalry matchup that you could have in this would be those two. This Jordan would have to turn heel. The only thing that would piss her off and to make her go that crazy is this girl that's almost as talented as her, Willow Nightingale. And once she becomes the number one contender, she's got to take her out. That's where Jordan's killer instinct comes out.
Mm-hmm. Savage versus Steamboat when he broke his larynx. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's not so
man, we're missing a marvelous Marcus Buckley for this one because he could have broke the tie. But I could go to my Carfax and see who Marcus voted for to break this tie. Let me try to find him in here. Just bear with me, guys.
It's women's wrestling.
No, but and the sad part about the way Marcus is, like, he's Marcus, in all honesty, guys, Marcus is low-key fan of women wrestling. Like, he's low-key a fan of women wrestling.
Yes, he is.
There's some women that is like his piss break, but he's low-key a fan. There's certain women, the talented ones he like.
Yeah.
And the tiebreaker, as I checked the Carfax, Marcus voted for Jordan Grace.
Well, okay. Marcus is a low-key fan of women's wrestling, but he is more interested in how the ladies look than how they wrestle.
Yeah.
To be fair.
In his defense, I gotta disagree with you to a certain extent. The looks, bra panties, this shit, that shit, you're right on for certain talent. The women women that are not good in the ring, he wants them in bra and panty matches. Marcus honestly have said, if you can't entertain me with your wrestling abilities, entertain me like that.
Aha. Okay, that's fair enough.
It's not like Marcus all about that, but it's like some of these suck-ass bitches that can't fucking wrestle, he wants them in bra and panty matches because if you suck in the ring, I don't want to see that. Entertain me in a different way if you can't do it like that. Yeah. Now, if I'm wrong, Marcus, let me know next week.
If you suck in the ring, just suck.
Exactly.
Gracefully.
Nice lead in. That leads us to our tap out moment of the week. And I would like to do this one first because mine got changed yesterday. So,
He's doing this show, to be honest with you.
yeah. My tap out moment for this week is, of course, the passing of the Games Master Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan was one of the best minds, best performers, and best heels in professional wrestling history. And if you're too young to remember him in his heyday, which I'm close to being too young to remember him in his heyday, but he practically invented the Prince of Darkness faction type storyline in Florida at a time when doing so in the kayfabe years could have caused him a lot of problems, especially with somebody trying to take the thing too seriously and take him out. But later on, Kevin Sullivan became the booker for WCW, and he was part of what put them on top for 82 weeks when they were at their heyday in the NWO. That was not Eric Bischoff, folks. That was Kevin friggin' Sullivan.
Yeah.
So, R.I.P. Mr. Sullivan. We will miss you, and hopefully this will lead to a Hall of Fame induction in 2025, if not more so. So,
can I piggyback off you, Rob?
Yes, go ahead.
I was teetering on tap out moments, and that was kind of on my list. But I was like, I really don't want a death to be my tap out, but I've seen a lot of shit since his passing. So I'm going to go a different direction with you. It's going to be it was almost Britt Baker and her comments. It was almost that. I almost switched it to that, though. But I'm going to piggyback off what you said, Rob, because the thing that kind of pissed me off, and I thought about it, you said that, what pissed me off with his passing is motherfuckers out there. I've seen this on other pages, not in the Motown's Wrestling Group, but I've seen it in other places where motherfuckers wanted to disrespect Kevin Sullivan's death. And one reason, and it's like, what Benoit did was something that was tragic. No matter what the reason happened, like, he did what he did for whatever reason. And a lot of the reasons could be CTE. I don't excuse it. I don't give him a pass for that. But I've seen people who were disrespectful towards his death because they felt like it was a conspiracy theory. He was the one behind it. And there was a lot of disrespect going towards Kevin Sullivan over the death because of Chris Benoit and Nancy Benoit.
Yeah.
That's my tap out, because whether it's true or not true, and we really haven't seen anything concrete to say that it's true, but whether it's true or not true, don't disrespect this man like that after his passing.
No.
His family, his loved ones don't need to see, oh, I don't want him to rest in peace. I want him to rot in hell for what he, like, you don't even know for sure. You weren't there.
None of us were.
No,
so we don't know if he did it or not.
To me, this is a testament to how good Kevin Sullivan was as even 40 years later, people still think that Kevin Sullivan was some kind of devil worshiper, and because of that, and because Nancy was his ex-wife, they somehow think that he hired somebody to bump off Benoit and his family. So
I'm going to cross that line between wrestling reality and real reality.
Yeah, believing kayfabe too much, and for which there is no evidence. To this day, I have seen no compelling evidence that Kevin Sullivan had anything to do with those deaths. None.
Yeah.
Show it to me. I would be happy to look at it. Show it to me. But no, Kevin Sullivan.
I've never seen anything that like backed up those statements.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan was so good at being a heel in the kayfabe days that people actually believed what he was selling, and
Like
that's a rare thing.
right. Everybody's evidence is how he was in WCW. His character. That's their evidence.
He was the leader of the Dungeon of Doom trying to kill Hulkamania.
And I was right there with him.
As it turns out, Hulk Hogan killed Hulkamania.
Yeah, he did.
But anyway, that's
Fuck you, Hulk Hogan.
And on that note, Bobby, what's your tap out?
As in the words of the Iron Sheik, God rest your soul, Sheik. Fuck the Hulk Hogan.
Fuck him up the ass and make him humble. Break his back.
I don't know, man. That video tape don't think he's doing a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to encourage or discourage pegging on this program at all. I am completely out of that equation. Anyway, who goes next for tap out?
Let Ty go next.
Ty.
Okay. My tap out moment of the week has to be Britt Baker and what she said about MJF's matches.
I'm happy you're doing that. I was teetering with that one.
Now, I'm pretty sure when y'all were kids, your parents told y'all to stay out of grown folks' business. Stay out of grown folks' ear.
Man, Ty, you haven't met my mom. These guys have, but they met my trying to get to heaven mom. The sweet shit. When I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
she didn't put her hands on me. My mom, if I started putting my opinion in grown folks' business, she had a look that made me.
Oh yeah, we all know that look.
Yeah.
She give me a look today, and I forget I'm grown. And I'm 40.
The reason. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. If there's one thing we all learned when we were kids, stay out of grown folks' business.
Yeah.
If it doesn't involve you, stay out of it. I do give MJF credit for handling it professionally. He's a great heel, but I give him credit for handling it professionally. If there's one thing we all learn, family's off limits. I don't give a fuck if it's your husband, your wife, fiance, boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't care. Significant others are off limits. Same with family. Britt, I'm sorry, but you fucking know better than to comment on something that ain't got nothing to do with you. But do I think she's entitled to do that? Maybe.
No.
But still, on a serious note, Britt Baker, the next time somebody has a match and you want to comment on it, please don't. Because you almost got your ass beat. Next time you ain't gonna be so lucky. Sit your ass down somewhere and stay out of grown folks' business. That's my tap out.
Okay.
Britt Baker, do better, bitch.
Bobby, what do you got?
Well, I'll follow right behind Ty. That was the biggest bunch of bullshit I've seen in my life. Because, number one, how are you going to critique matches when you had a match that was even close to the MJF stuff? Your match, Cal, not even close to what the man do. He could pull people to watch him. You couldn't pull a grocery cart to go to your car. I am so sick of these entitled little fucking bitches that are friends with the fucking young buck to think they own some shit. This proves my point of what I was talking about when it comes to AEW locker room.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Okay, you had a run of a year and a half that you were good. MJF has been good since he stepped in the door.
Yes. Facts.
You have had maybe 2 good matches in your career when it comes to your in-ring work. MJF has continuous good matches
Yeah,
in his career.
I agree.
On the indies and off the indies.
I can't speak on the indies, but I'm gonna speak for AEW.
I'll speak on the indies. That motherfucker can go.
I believe you. I without doubt believe you.
And who the fuck do you think you are to critique him when nobody heard of Britt Baker, but you come up with 3 letters, try to say your shit like MJF? Because MJF started, but you want to copy him. I mean, you got a master's degree, but it's in looking at motherfuckers' mouth, looking at cavities. It ain't in that fucking ring. Stick to the cavities and the bad breath.
Stick to the cavities and the bad breath and the gingivitis
He needs some
and the
Listerine.
root canals that you're used to.
He needs some Listerine.
I hate to be mean. You need Listerine, not a sip, not a swallow, but the whole damn bottle.
And there you go.
Never look a gift horse. Anyway, on to moment of the week, and I think we'll let Ty start with this one.
Cool.
All right, y'all. My moment of the week has to be from the Great American Bash on NXT, and that was Wesley turning on Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel.
Was that yours? So you go next.
Okay. When I saw the highlights for this, at first, Elroy Hugel pointed this out because he said at first, he said that Trey and Zachary were going to turn on Wes. I thought the same thing. But I didn't expect Wesley to turn on both of them. I did not see that coming.
Wow.
So I guess that's the end of MSK, the Rascals now?
Yep.
Now that happened?
Yeah.
Well, that's my moment of the week. Wesley snapping on MSK.
Bobby, you want to piggyback?
Yeah, because that was mine.
Oh, man.
Because I'm telling you, Wesley is showing some big time waves here. He could be your ultimate baby face, and now he's becoming the heel that you're not going to be able to stand. I mean, Wesley is a dynamic guy. I think he needs to calm down on some shit that he does. I think he's going to end up hurting himself very badly. But other than that, I think he's a good guy. I mean, the man works his butt off. He tries to perfect his craft. I don't see what more you can say against that dude. You know what I'm saying? But this was the ultimate move right here. And he's kicking it off right. So let's see Wesley today and taking that chance. Give props for being a moment of the week.
Motown?
Before I get my moment of the week, I want to go score update because you know that's what I do. I'm kind of happy we're moving to Saturdays because anybody that watches the podcast on Sundays, you know we do football updates. The Bears put it on the Buffalo Bills like does. You're gonna be shocked when you hear this. 33-6. What?
Oh my God.
I mean, it's preseason. I know it's on preseason, and this shit don't count. But
it ain't just preseason. The Bears scored 33 fucking points.
yes.
Did the Bills just lay down in the middle of the field and have a siesta?
Like Britt Baker, DMD.
Hey, Buffalo Bills are the Buffalo Bills are laid out for nobody because they too busy bending over. Yeah.
Let that hole take a shine. Let that hole take a shine.
But my moment of the week, I'm gonna give it to a person in particular. Dominic Mysterio. Dirty Dom himself. Typically, my moment would have been the return of Roman Reigns. But I'm sorry. I am sorry. Dominic Mysterio is on a whole nother level. This motherfucker did a heel turn to be a bigger heel. Who
does that make him a super heel?
He became a super heel. And it's funny because we talked so much on the show that Dominic's gonna turn on Rhea because that's what makes sense and join Liv. But in all honesty, so many people, my mom included, I watched SummerSlam with my mom. I told her that she didn't see it the way Dominic was. He played this shit perfect. Perfect.
So not only did he turn on his daddy, he turned on mommy too.
And he turned on mommy at SummerSlam, which was when his technically father, Ray, won the match against Eddie Guerrero on who's Dominic's father. But we all know Dominic is fucking 80s kid. This is Eddie and China all over again. And another reason I want to give Dominic a shout out as far as like being my moment of the week. I also read like when they were doing autographs, Dominic took the time. Like the lady had to like take us for like Jey Uso and Dominic for autograph signing at the same time. And Dominic, as a heel, made sure that he took a picture with them kids. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
yeah. Dominic is a class act, without doubt. A future superstar in the making. I criticized that kid so much in the beginning when he was with Ray. I saw him different when he joined Judgment Day. I love the fact that he kind of broke off from Rhea Ripley and going with Liv because he became a star with Rhea Ripley, but he was a control star. Like Dominic's becoming a man. Like the difference between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan is Dominic could be more of a dominant person. Like I could do this shit versus being with mommy. Dominic has progressed so much, and to see this elevation, his progression over the last week or so with his turn on Rhea Ripley, becoming a bigger heel than he already was, and he's arguably a top 3 heel. Like we talk about top heels, you think of Dominic Mysterio, you used to think Roman Reigns, but not no more, and MJF. So with Roman Reigns being an ultimate babyface, Dominic's top 2 heel, and he's arguably right up there with MJF. But the kid is good, and he got a good wrestling mindset, and he interacts with the fans well, which I love though. So Dominic Mysterio, you the shit. You my moment of the week.
All right. My moment of the week was this past week's episode of Dynamite. Overall, we've thrown a lot of shade at AEW today, so I'm going to bring it back to the positive. I'm bringing it back to the positive because
What positive?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, okay.
The build that was done during this show overall to hype All in London was extraordinarily done on this past show. And we've been complaining about how AEW builds up these big shows.
Rob, you're absolutely right, though. I love the build. I'm one of the biggest criticism on how they build their pay-per-views. They've done a phenomenal job with this one.
Yes, absolutely. Everything involved with Dynamite this past week was a push toward London, and we have been wanting to see AEW do this. We've been wanting to see them put a little bit more storyline in things, a little bit more for years. And it looks like they're doing it.
Yeah.
It looks like they're doing it. So hats off to AEW's last episode of Dynamite this past week. I thought it was great, and I cannot wait for All In. If you have seen this card so far, it is stacked. I am jacked up for All In.
I will say this. I think somebody in AEW has been watching a podcast.
I hope so. I hope so, because I am more than willing
I'm
to
not
go
saying Tony
AEW.
Khan been watching, but somebody been watching.
I'm more than willing to work for AEW.
We know WWE's watching us, fucking cock blocking motherfuckers.
Wow. Well, see, they won't be now. They won't be watching because okay, they're not watching because of me, because I'm Mr. No Fun when it comes to WWE. Speaking of Mr. No Fun, let's see. Yeah, it's time.
It's
It is
time.
time for our review of WWE SummerSlam, brought to you by Mr. No Fun Robert Black. The review, not the pay-per-view.
Rob, you got a list of all the matches there?
I have a list of all the matches.
Okay, cool. So you got this, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. If you want me to have it, I've got it.
You got it.
Take it.
All right. We'll be going in order. The opening match for the Women's World Championship, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. And how would you rate this match, Ty?
Ooh. I'd rate this a 3.95.
Okay.
3.95?
Yep.
I ain't seen that much tension since watching a good Lifetime movie. And these days, the Lifetime movies they got out now are shit.
Now.
But this match, it's the titles Lifetime. It's the title movies on Lifetime, movie wise.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a story for another day.
Okay.
Oh God. The best part was Rhea popping her shoulder in. That would never be me. Wouldn't be me if I was in her position. But Dom taking the chair away from her. Oh my God. That was the cherry on top. Because that's how she thought she was going to win. And Dominic took that chair like, no, mommy, you can't win like that. You can't win your match like that.
Well, she could have won.
She could have if it wasn't for Dominic Mysterio. And then at the end, Dominic flipped off the crowd. And Michael Cole was like, Dominic, you sick son of a bitch.
Motown?
I gave this match a 4.5.
4.5?
I absolutely loved it. I was happy they did it first. I think it was a great way to open the show. And Dominic was the MVP in this match, though. Not only taking that chair, and when he took the chair, it was like, you didn't realize at that time that he's doing it to turn on Rhea. It's like he's stopping her from getting disqualified and not winning the title. And that's how he explained it. And the one thing that they didn't show in replays is like how Dominic slid that same chair back into the ring over near Liv and then distracted the referees for her to hit her finisher. And then the way it ended, and then him picking her up and kissing her. Social media been blown up. Samantha Irvin reaction to Dominic kissing Liv. But Michael Cole, in my opinion, oh my God, he sold that shit. I can't stand Michael Cole. I think he's a worthless piece of shit that should have retired 10 years ago. But he good on this. This match, and it was a good match. And I'm going to give Chris a little credit. Like, his boo showed up and showed out. Like, his boo did. I enjoyed this from beginning to end. I was excited because I knew it was going to happen. I was waiting for how it was going to happen. I had high expectations and they lived up to it. This is my 4.5 right here.
Okay, Bobby.
Liv, man, hey, you brought props. I'm gonna say 4.2.
Okay.
There's a lot that was obvious. I didn't like that. I thought she could be more. But I will say this: Rhea came and brought it.
Yeah.
Rhea came and brought it. She had her role.
That back and forth with them, especially the big one, they did it perfect.
They're on another level.
Yeah.
I got to give Liv her props for this. Still did stuff with shit. Well, that irritates me. Because, so good. No, you just fucked it up, that nugget.
But I know this is your review though, but I love how Rhea can interact with whatever though. Like Rhea could work a big woman, little woman, like whoever you put her in there with. Yes. Yes.
And that's one of the reasons why I love Rhea.
Yeah.
But on a real tip though, Liv did show out. But it could have been better. The engine was great, but problem. He just got a problem.
Okay.
Good point.
This match started a trend for the night in that you have a match start out and you have some kind of interference with some kind of storyline development, and then you do a screw job ending. Theme of the night for SummerSlam. Maybe you can enjoy it, maybe you can't, but I gave this match 3.5. It was executed well, but it was just really overbooked. I appreciate the fact that Rhea was selling the shoulder in order to give Liv a chance so that she wouldn't eat her alive, and that the whole like popping the shoulder back in with the dislocation, yeah, that was some brutal stuff. But when you see all of the stuff with Dominic, it was done correctly, but we all saw it coming, at least to some extent. So, as well done as it was, we saw it coming like a ship headed toward a shoal. So, as good as the match was, I can't put it above 4 territory. So I'm going to give that 3.5. And it was among the better matches of the night. In fact, it was like my second best, but we'll get to that later.
Before you move on, Rob, though, I will say this, though, because we talked about the turn, but there's so many people that didn't think it was going to happen, though.
Well, I mean, we can all like envision in our minds the proper way that an angle is going to run. But in the end, it's in the hands of WWE Creative. And from what I've seen, and this is a little bit of Mr. No Fun here, it's coming. Okay.
But the way this match ended, though, like we saw it coming because it didn't make sense to make Dominic a face. And he says with Rhea, he's a face. But the average fan, a lot of average fans, did not see him turning on Mommy, though.
And they teased that because the initial thing, you're right, was that and Ty was right. Dominic grabbed the chair in order to keep Rhea from being disqualified, so she wouldn't like not get the title.
Yeah.
But that turned out to be a ruse, and we got the turn that we were expecting anyway. But WWE Creative has a nasty habit of going to the well until it is drier than the Mojave Desert. So the fact that we saw it coming from 100 miles away, if you've been watching at all, is a testament to that fact. But moving on to our next match for the Intercontinental title, Sami Zayn defending against Braun Breaker. Bobby, you take it first.
Braun Breaker. Damn. That's the only thing you can say is damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even. Man.
He's a star.
Yeah.
He's a star.
Yeah.
He has that it factor.
4.5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
he took that match and he dominated that shit. That's all him. That's all him.
Okay. I'm gonna go next real quick because I got me another beer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as much as Bobby, but I did like it for one reason only, and that's Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker was, I mean, I shouldn't say that's the only reason though, because Sammy is a damn good wrestler. He is. I'm not a huge fan of Sami Zayn. I'm really not. But Sami Zayn is rarely in a bad match if you don't count WrestleMania Jackass.
And I do.
I think part of me kind of still hold out against him a little bit too, but I am impressed with how Sammy has rebounded from that and the shit he's done from that, because that Jackass could have buried him.
Jackass did bury him.
And he fought out that shit. But man, Braun Breaker is on a whole different level though. I like the fact that Sammy won the first match and made this win a little bit bigger. But I gave this a match of 4. I gave it a 4.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I gave this match a 4. I have no words for this match. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
But I do give credit to Braun for winning. I do hope they give him a decent title run.
He deserves it.
I agree.
Okay.
Rob,
Okay. I hate to be the wet blanket.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mr. No Fun. I gave this match a 2.
Whoa.
And the reason that I gave this match a 2
Whoa.
is no okay. To be fair, this was one of the only matches on the night that didn't have some kind of screw job ending.
and you give it a 2.
I gave it a 2 because
Whoa.
number one, let's set aside the fact that Braun Breaker is a huge athlete that's going to get the rocket strapped to him. We all saw that coming, and we know perfectly well that WWE wants to elevate him as fast as humanly possible.
True.
But we mentioned that Sami Zayn fought back from that abomination from hell that he had to put up with in jobbing to a piece of shit celebrity. But now, because he's had his run in good faith, because starting with this match, they're going to start downgrading him until he's back in that position again. And he didn't get a whole lot in this match, which kind of makes it kind of has the first match lose credibility a little bit, although they did try to explain that away in that they said that Breaker wasn't taking the match seriously enough. But come on, Sami Zayn, everybody can see that he's on the downturn now, that creative wants to elevate Breaker, and the reason that we thought he was going to win the first match was because of that fact. And the fact that this match almost translated into Tito Santana versus the Barbarian as opposed to a more competitive matchup like the first one was, I just had to downgrade it, so I gave it a 2.
But before we move on though, they're bringing Braun up the right way though, because we keep saying he's gonna have his rocket ship, but we've been expecting him to be elevated years before he has though. Like they are doing a slow build on him.
Oh, my problem with the match is not Braun Breaker. His name sucks, but still, the idea that they're going to elevate Breaker is not my problem here. My problem is that even though I don't forgive Sami Zayn for the Jackass match and having anything to do with it, at least he lived through it and turned himself into something a little bit more meaningful. But now
it could have been a career. It could have been.
It could have been, and by all rights, it should have been. But Sami Zayn
and
is
that's like giving credit on Rob, because normally it would have been it wasn't career killer, not because WWE creator. It wasn't career killer because of him.
Exactly. Yes, but the thing is, out of there were, like I said in our predictions thing, they were going to kill off at least one Cinderella story that night, and I figured it was going to be Sami, but I wish they could have given him something more to go out on as opposed to the semi-squash that we got. So I had to give it a 2.
Okay.
Moving on to match number 3 for the United States Championship. Logan Paul defending against LA Knight. Yeah. Let's start off with Tony here.
I forgot who I picked on this one. I think I picked. I'm sure I picked LA Knight.
You're wearing the shirt.
I was really torn on how this was going to go. I was really torn on how it was going to go because this is in Logan Paul's hometown. And no, you're right. I did pick LA Knight because, first of all, it's LA Knight. Yeah. And WWE don't get shit if you're at home. It's just showed us
home
that.
is a disadvantage.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
WWE is the only company in history ever that the hometown hero gets shitted on.
Like Vince McMahon.
Straight pooper in the face.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good match. I really don't think this was one of Logan Paul's better matches. I remember him having better matches other than the one he against LA Knight.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a decent match. It was entertaining. I was happy that LA Knight finally won because he, in my opinion, he's a main eventer, in my opinion. Without a doubt, he's a main eventer. But he needs that signature. He needs this win. He needs that like mid-card title win before we see him in the main event picture and see him as a world champion. Though they need to get a run with him with that title. And I'm happy he's going to have it. I hope he has a good run and everything.
He will.
And I hope in 2025 we're going to see him with a world title.
We will,
because he don't have a lot of time.
He's going to be a double belt and half older.
He does have a lot of time, but the match itself, it was entertaining. It was decent. I gave it a 3.5. Not my favorite match of the night, but still pretty good though.
Okay, Bobby.
I think I gotta give it the same.
3.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that LA Knight won that damn title.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
Everybody criticized how much Roman Reigns defended his title. Logan Paul was the only champion to defend the title less than Logan Paul was the Young Bucks.
Yeah. Logan Paul though pulled off that springboard moonsault though. He did that perfect.
Yeah, he did.
He did that perfect. He did not hesitate. It wasn't like
Logan Paul's really, really good.
Yes. And that's why I was saying that, telling Rob the last time, I don't look at him as your typical celebrity wrestler. I look at him as a lot more. That man is going through training. He's learning his craft.
He's taking a lot. He's taking like Rob. You hate the celebrities, but he's taking this shit a lot more serious than celebrities does.
Yeah, he ain't
we'll
doing
get there.
He ain't doing a belly roll. Yeah, that's my score.
Rob, right. You go next.
Oh, you want me to go next?
You're gonna go next. Because I don't know how Ty's gonna rank it though, but we're gonna get yours out the way to hear what Ty had to say.
All right. 2 3/4.
Wow.
And I'm downgrading it not because of Logan Paul, but because I actually called this in the predictions. The match was sponsored by fucking Slim Jims, and LA Knight won. And they had the gall after the match was over to have a goddamn Slim Jims commercial. Ugh. Okay, the match itself, it was decently paced, but it was bland as all hell, except for the Logan Paul spot.
Yeah, Logan Paul.
And he did that one move to perfection. Fine, no problem with it. Okay with that. Adds to the score. But all of the crap with the Prime energy drink station at ringside, with all the damned interference, with the brass knuckles again, just every gimmick on top of every gimmick to try to fill this match up to hide the fact that Logan Paul is still green. Aside from that one move, and I know he's training, and I know that I bitch about him.
His brass knuckles is Triple H's sledgehammer.
And that got old too. But anyway, the point is that this match was overly hyped. It became incredibly predictable because of the sponsorship at the start. As soon as they said this match is sponsored by Slim Jims, I knew LA Knight was the new champion. And that immediately knocked off half the score for me. So I had to give it 2 3/4 because the match was okay, but it was on the low side of okay. It was too much busy shit, too much gimmick, and it just insulted everyone's intelligence that they had the sponsor, the spokesman for the damn sponsor of the match win the title after they'd already advertised it once in front and once in back. Okay, Ty, what did you think?
-5.
Oh, damn!
I ain't being nice, and I'm not being nice either.
I think we would tell that.
I feel like this match. I feel like every time I watched this match, I lost every brain cell was gone.
Damn.
However, I do give LA Knight credit for winning the title.
She said that all night. I give LA Knight -5.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe Ty Nickerson has become Miss No Fun.
I mean,
to an extent. I miss No Fun to an extent.
When I said Bob, you go next, and then Ty go after, I figured Ty will be the upswing from you.
It's our first Saturday. Anything can happen.
Apparently.
No thanks, Miss No Fun. Holy crap.
I don't like the brass knuckles is overused. It's way overused. I think they need to tone down the use of brass knuckles.
But you're Fireball.
Yeah, that too. This match still gets a -5 from me. In other news, water is wet, the sky is blue, food tastes great. Thanks, guys.
And Vince McMahon is scatological. But moving on. Next match. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, everybody got to go. Next match for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley defending against Nia Jax. Bobby, what you got?
I gave this a 4.75. About fucking time. Nia Jax get that fucking title. I love this match. Both of them did what they were supposed to do in the ring. Both of them sold perfectly. Both of them did their moves on point. Nia Jax deserves this fucking title. Right result, right fucking time. Not only is she queen of the ring, but she's queen of that thing, that title.
It's the queen of that thing, all right.
But Yeah, she could do a Samoan drop on this. Anyway.
Oh God.
But it's just fucking wrong. But
yes.
Everything was on point on this one. 475.
Okay. Motown?
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're watching. No, I can't do that. I'm just playing with you. Don't get mad. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
All right. I didn't rank it quite that high, which is amazing because that bitch Bailey finally fucking lost. Fuck you, Bailey.
He pronounced that shit.
But we'll give her props though. Bailey did her job in this match.
Sold the shit out of that shit.
She sold the fuck out of it. That's I'm gonna give it a 4.25. I'm gonna give it a 4.25. Nia Jax, I'm happy to win it. And if I remember our predictions, I picked Nia Jax to win. I think I was the only one who picked Nia Jax to win if I remember right. But a lot of us, like at least 4 out of 5, had like Tiffany leaving the arena with the title.
Okay.
I'm excited for that story. Like I'm really excited for that story. Like you got your women's champion besties with the fucking Money in the Bank winner. I think they could do a lot with that. I think Tiffany's gonna hold that briefcase for a long time. I know one problem you had, Rob, with Drew McIntyre cashing in so early is like the briefcase is out of play for a while. But I think they're gonna have the women's title briefcase in play at least through Royal Rumble. I can see the windows look at that build. This match is really good. I like how Bailey sold for Nia. I like how Nia looked in this one. I mean, Nia is a dominant female, and she came across like that. Like the way they booked Nia for this match, because she's I'm pretty happy with that. I give it a 4.5.
Okay, Ty, what did you think?
I give this a 4. And I'm very sad that trifling bitch Bailey lost. But I'm happy Nia finally got gold. Do I think Tiffany is going to cash in on Nia? Maybe. Maybe not. But if Tiffany wants to cash in, she has to do it right.
Yeah.
She can't do it half-assed and fail like McIntyre did. You gotta do it right.
I think.
All right. I gave this match a solid 3. And it was a very good match for what it was. Bailey played the small versus large match very well. So did Nia. In fact, Nia Jax looked better in this match than she has in years. My problem is that this match not only continued the theme of screwjob interference finishes that this whole night was about, but it also repeated the other women's match. In a sense, Tiffany Stratton did exactly what Dominic Mysterio did, just on a lower level.
It was definitely a lower level. So
well, yeah, she faked out the cash in so that she could help her friend beat Bailey, and it turned into a screw job swerve in order to put the belt on Nia, which would be fine.
Stop though. I don't think it was a fake cash in to screw over Bailey. I think she was gonna cash in and then it didn't line up, and she's like,
Well, either or, it still amounts to the same thing. It's just that any other time, I would have given it a higher ranking, maybe bumped it up to 3.75, maybe a 4, maybe, but I just couldn't do it because they already did this ending at the beginning of the night. It wasn't the exact same, but it pretty much in the spirit of. So, as intrigued as I am by how they're going to put the belt on Tiffy Time, I really didn't think it was necessary. They should have just had Nia beat Bayley clean. They should have just let Nia go over clean, and then yeah.
I get what you're saying, Rod, though, but I think they were like also trying to like protect that bitch.
They want Bayley to still have that inspirational mystique. They don't want to kill her off. They wanted to kill Sammy off. You can bet your ass on that. But they want to keep Bayley fresh because she's a homegrown talent and she's cool now, even though she's a babyface again. And they want to
right
keep
now, the only active 4 horsewoman.
Exactly. So, as much as I want to give this match a little bit more, I have to give it a solid 3. It was good for what it was, but the overdone ending on the night kind of brought it down for me. Okay, our next match was the special referee Seth friggin' Rollins, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, and since Bobby wants to talk, let's let him do it. What did you think?
CM Punk.
Okay, I'll put that down as a 5.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
And people listen to you think he won.
But that was the beauty of it. He lost. And how he lost. And everything that happened in this match. And how it was broke down. This was a 5. It was a perfect match. Because you have so many ways you can set up to what's going to happen next. They didn't do too much, but they didn't do too little. It was right at the perfect amount to keep people on a cliffhanger to say, what the fuck are they going to do now? And I'm sorry. This is the way you do a match like that. You don't have a clear winner. You don't have everybody, especially CM Punk winning. No. I was hoping he didn't, and he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't need to win this.
No. Drew got the right result. Seth Rollins got the right reaction, especially. I should take some points off of that fucking referee shirt, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I gotta give him props. He did his job. Everybody did perfect in this match. This was a perfectly set up match. This was the match of the night for me.
Okay, Ty, what did you think?
This match is a 2. And I had to take 1 point off because of Seth's pants. What the hell was he thinking wearing them pants?
He raided his wife's wardrobe. That's what he was thinking.
I swear to God, him and Becky gotta be trading outfits. God, they have to be trading outfits.
Yeah, I think they're doing something.
McIntyre finally got the win. I wanted him to win, but he didn't.
Okay, so that was a 2 for you.
Sorry, I had to deduct 1 point because of Seth's pants.
Okay, Motown, what did you think?
Get better pants, Seth.
Motown, what you rated?
I gave this match a 4. I really enjoyed the match. The right person won, and they did the right way. I know, Rob, you don't like the screw job endings, though, but this match needed that. WWE, I think, on some of these matches kind of put themselves in the corner where they had to do more screw job endings because it fit the story. Drew couldn't lose this match. He couldn't lose this match. I mean, yeah, Drew took the bracelet. and Punk was obsessed with that bracelet. Yeah, Drew beat his ass in Chicago. But CM Punk cost him 3 fucking titles.
I hope he cost him a 4th. What's that shit?
He's going to cost him a 4th. You can't. CM Punk cannot have won this match in this story the way it's going. You can't have CM Punk win this match the way the story was going. But you had him lose in a way that like fits the story. Because you still got programming with Drew. You still got programming with Seth. You still got programming with Seth and Drew. Unfortunately, Seth apparently is injured right now.
Yay.
So it'll be interesting how they swerve this shit, though. I'm not a huge Drew McIntyre fan at all by any means. But I thought he did really, really good. Punk was Punk. Like, you never go wrong with Punk. But I really thought that Drew was a good compliment to Punk in this match, though. It made it an entertaining match, though. So I gave it a 4.
All right. Well, I am going to drop right in the middle of this thing. I gave this match 3 1/4. There were positives here in that Punk is not as ring rusty as I thought he would be his first time back in the ring from the injury.
I honestly thought Punk looked better in this match than he looked in some of his AEW matches.
In the latter part of them, yes. Because he gave the fuck up. He wasn't trying anymore.
Oh, sorry.
But he was he looked better than I expected him to.
Oh, sorry.
But there was still some sloppiness in this match.
Oh, sorry.
Especially when he was trying to sell the Claymore. But I would agree. I would have rated this match in like 3.75 or 4 1/4 territory, and I would have agreed with both you and Motown, Bobby, if it had not been for everything else that was booked in SummerSlam to be a screw job ending. And as much as I appreciate the psychology that you're talking about for this match, and it was on point, and it furthered the storyline, I'll give you that. But there was just too damn much of it between Rollins as the referee, between the constant shit with the bracelet, between Rollins picking fights with both McIntyre and Punk, and vice versa. Between all of that shit, plus the, it downgraded the match for me in that everything around it had the exact same flavor. If somehow they had figured out a way for Rollins to call it down the middle and McIntyre to beat Punk and then Punk getting his heat back, that would have been a lot different than what they did, and it would have differentiated itself from everything else that happened on the night. But overall, the match was decent and well booked. Well booked in like terms of the feud and storyline, but the match itself just lacked because of everything around it. So I had to give it 3 1/4.
Okay, can I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
It's something that you said that kind of got me, and I know a lot of people, and some people may think the same way. Mm-hmm. So I want to know your perspective.
All right.
Why do you think that the bracelet, he was arguing with both of them and everything was too much? Because I'm looking at it as you got a catalyst for CM Punk, the bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins don't like both of them, so he should argue with both of them. He don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these dynamics in there that play a piece into what was going on. I thought it was perfectly done because they didn't use one particular thing too much. They used all of them evenly spread throughout the match. It was like peanut butter. You don't put the clump of peanut butter here and the jelly here. You spread that motherfucker out on the bread.
And the way they did the screw job, it was a screw job in it, and I get where you're coming from, but it wasn't like Seth Rollins had an agenda.
Right.
It was like how the reaction went during the match and everything. Like Punk was the reason for the screw job in it.
Right. He was his own worst enemy.
Yes.
Just like he was making fun of McIntyre.
Yeah.
Which I think was the most ingenious thing that they could have done.
Yes, I love that part.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think Paul Heyman was all behind this one.
Maybe. And Bobby, any other time with any other show, I would agree. But not this show. I think
because I feel like I could be wrong, Rob. I feel like if we didn't have other screw job enders in this match, you would have been a lot better with how this went.
Yes.
It was for you. It was like just too many.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was explaining before. If it were any other show.
But like I said earlier, I think they kind of booked them inside of a corner because the way a lot of this stuff that they booked, it justified a screw job ending. But I get what Rob's saying though, but you kind of booked yourself in the corner where like you had too many of them.
But this is my point. They should have never had the other matches go there. This was the match you needed to do it in.
Rhea and Liv needed it.
No.
They did it.
No, I don't think they did.
They had to have it.
No, I don't think they did. I don't think they needed the screw job like that. I think
they needed Dominic to turn, but they didn't need to make the match as over exaggerated and gimmicky as they did. Right. I agree with you, Bobby, that this match, in and of itself, if it were not surrounded by the rest of this card, I would have given it at least a point more. I would have given it 4.25, but I had to drop it a point.
The first match, you would have been better with it because you wouldn't have seen it already in other matches.
If it had not been for Morgan Ripley, Bailey Nia, and a couple of others that we're going to get to, then yeah, I would have given it a higher rating. But
I honestly don't think Bailey Nia should have been screw job.
No,
screw job though. I really looked at that as like Tiffany was going to cash in and thought better of it afterwards.
Yeah, but see, it still gave the appearance of a screw job.
Yeah, it was too much. Yeah. And that's why the Punk McIntyre ended up being too much.
I think what should have happened was in the Bailey Jax thing, Jax could have beat her, and while she's beating her, she's telling another ref, "I want to turn this in," but Tiffany Stratton's next opponent comes up and stops her. That way, Nia Jax is winning. She don't know what the fuck going on. Jack's opponent, I mean, what's her name? Tiffany's opponent has already started with her. But the audience knows she tried to turn it in on her. Jax don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Bobby should be booking WWE. Again,
and AEW. I should be booking both of them.
You should be booking wrestling, period.
What's our next match?
Our next match is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Damian Priest defending against Walter/Gunther. And let's let Ty start off with this one.
On this episode of Finn's Revenge, or as I like to call it, Finn is sick of Damian Priest's shit. I give this match 4.5. The only reason is because Finn got involved, turned on Priest. This was the swerve I didn't think was going to happen, but it happened anyway. And the way Balor looked at Priest when Gunther, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
Gunther! No, you're not pronouncing it. It's Walter.
Was choking Priest out. Finn looked at Priest like, yeah, I'm sick of your shit. I am sick and tired of your shit. Now you know what it's like when I got screwed, and now I'm gonna let you get screwed over. I think we're gonna do Priest and Rhea the same way they're doing the Bloodline. You got the Timu Bloodline and the OG Bloodline. I think they're gonna have the Judgment Day, the new, or as I like to call it, the Shein version of Judgment Day taking on the OG Judgment Day. I think that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna lead to. It's coming.
Who's next?
I'll go next. I gave this match a 3.75. This was my match of the night. First of all, there was minimal interference, which was helpful considering the night's de facto theme. There was a little bit of interference, but not as much as like everything else that happened in the night. The Balor turn, they teased it going one way or the other, and it kind of came out of nowhere as a surprise, but it kind of didn't.
Yeah, it's
so,
like so that was a good thing.
Yeah, so I could live with it a little bit more than the others because it wasn't as overblown. Putting the title on Walter / Gunter was the right move. I have been unimpressed with Damian Priest's run. He was a transitional champion, and it showed, and that's sad. I mean, they tried with him, but they didn't really want him in that position. They just used him to further the shit between McIntyre and Punk. So, you know, as over as they tried to get it, they didn't have their hearts in it, so they let Priest go. But no, this was my match of the night because it was intense. Walter bled from his chest, which nobody was expecting.
Yeah.
And other than the slight bit of interference that happened, it was a damn good title match that finally saw the Ring General become La Ring Champion. So 3.75 for me. Bobby, what'd you give it?
You really want to know?
God help us all.
On this one, we're going to have to. I'm going to give it a 3. I'm going to be fair and give it a 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
The reason why is because it was too obvious of what the fuck they were doing. It was way too obvious. It's like saying my ex-wife ain't going to go out to the club and cheat on me. You know what I'm saying? It just I knew what the fuck was going to happen once she walked out the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have, I honestly think it could have been done in a better way than what they did. And plus, the clash of styles in that match just got on my nerves. I mean, Damian Priest is more of a modern wrestler. You got Gunter that's a fucking throwback. And Gunter is letting them hit him with all this bullshit. You know, it's like some of them kicks was terrible. I'm like, Damian Priest for real, dude? It sucks because Gunther was on point. And Gunther, in my opinion, should have smashed through this match. It shouldn't even been no retaliation from Priest.
You wanted to squash?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Because the way I look at it is Gunther has been built up to be this monster demon. I know you want to put Finn Balor in there or something, but I'm sorry. I just didn't see a use for him. His was overplayed, played some shit. And they had, for him to be a use, they had to make Damian Priest look like he had to have a chance so he could screw him over. My problem is I don't think Damian Priest should have had a chance.
Wow.
I think Gunther should have went in there. Damian Priest did a couple offensive moves. Gunther takes over, beat that ass, take that title, stand there in his military stance, and walk the fuck off.
Wow.
Damian Priest is soft. Ain't no way he's nowhere near Gunther's fucking hard ass fucking ways. It's just not. It didn't look right to me. It just didn't sit right with me. And that's why I gave it lucky I gave it a 3. I was ready to give it a 2.
Okay, fair enough. Motown.
I picked Damian Priest to win this match. I was hoping they went a different direction with him as not being a traditional the transition champion. I see potential in him, and I don't think he should have been a transition champion. But unfortunately, at the end of the day, that's what it was. I like how they had him lose because of the story, but because of the story, what we saw early in the night, I knew my prediction was wrong. Like when Damian Priest is all pissed off about what Dominic did to Rhea and the Judgment Day, not Damian Priest, the Judgment Day, like, we'll go find Dominic. Don't worry about it. We got this. You don't have to go help us. I knew right then and there they were turning on him. I get the match at 3.75. I thought it was a decent match. I expected more out of him, but I thought it was a decent match, so I gave it 3.75.
Okay. And our main event of the evening for the undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defending against Solo Sikoa. And Motown, you got the first shot.
This match was better than I expected. I knew Cody was going to win. We all picked Cody to win this match. Nobody in their right mind believed that Solo's going to win this match. But you thought he going to win? Nobody in their right mind thought Solo was going to win this match.
That was the key word, right mind.
Which is why I had a problem with this booking. I mean, I get what they're trying to go with the storyline, and I get they booked this match for Roman Reigns' return. This match is only booked for Roman Reigns' return because you have a Big Four pay-per-view, and you have a challenger that nobody thought that was going to win the title. Nobody. You put the titles on the Bloodline, the tag team title on Bloodline 2 days before the pay-per-view. It didn't sway nobody's opinion. Nobody thought Solo was going to win this. That was the biggest problem I had with this match. But I really enjoyed the match. I really did. And there was moments, like, even though I thought Solo was not going to win, there's moments I thought, like, shit. They had me thinking a couple times in this match, I'm like, they actually might pull the trigger and shock us all. Because I think that would have been the shock of the night if Solo would have won the title.
Yep.
That would have been the shock of the night. But beginning and end, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed those moments where I thought that like Solo was going to win the title, and I enjoyed the return of Roman Reigns. So this was my match of the night. I give it a 4.75 for everything that was involved with this match.
Okay, Ty, take it away.
The American Nightmare versus the Great Value versus the Tribal Chief. I give it a 5.
Wow.
You give it a 5? Cool.
The only reason I bumped up my score was because of the return of the OTC, the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns.
The only Tribal Chief. He's the only one.
Yeah, the only Tribal Chief. Do I see, like I said, there's no way in hell I want to see the Walmart version of the Tribal Chief win. I want Cody to keep the belt on him. I just wish his title run was a little bit better.
Yeah. His title run has been bland.
His title run's been bland than unseasoned chicken.
Yeah.
His title run has been more bland than eating waffles and no syrup, not even a little bit of Nutella on the waffle. That's how bland his title run is. If you want Cody's title run to be more exciting, you gotta add some spice to it. You gotta put some stank on it.
Yeah, I agree, Ty.
Okay, I have got to go next because I want this show to end on a positive note. And it's not if I go last. Okay, first of all, I want to address something that happened before this match. And the fact that Theory and Waller are never going to have credibility again for the rest of their natural lives.
They have credibility to begin with.
Before this, maybe a crumb, but not now. They got their asses kicked, both of them, by a fat-ass musician.
What they got to do with this match?
Because we skipped this and it pissed me off. So this was a disgrace that Jelly Roll even got in the motherfucking ring, not the least of which was with R-Truth and The Miz, and to humiliate guys that used to be former tag team champions, and Austin Theory, who was supposed to be the next big thing, and Grayson Waller, who had the potential to have the best promos in the company, to both get screwed over by a goddamn celebrity at the same time, gave me flashbacks to Mania 40. Now, that ties into this match because I gave this 2 3/4. And it's because this match was a little bit more entertaining version of Cody versus Roman at Mania 40. Little bit. It was booked exactly the same way.
Not as bad. It wasn't bad as Mania. Not as bad as Mania.
No, that's what I'm saying. I gave the Mania match a 0. I'm giving this 2 3/4 because Solo showed a hell of a lot more life in this match than Roman did in that main event. I know he was on his way out. I know that Ty loves him, and I apologize, Tigress. Please don't bury your claws at me. But the fact that this match was booked exactly the same way, and it made Cody look weak AF. Weak as fuck. And it is proof positive that the marketing machine that Bobby mentioned before and that Motown mentioned before, that marketing machine, that genius, does not back Cody Rhodes. They never wanted him to be champion in the first place, and the fact that they are booking him to look this pathetic and weak is exactly why I said that they never wanted him to have that belt. That being said, WWE Creative are going to the well so many damn times that it's not, like I said, it's dry as the Mojave, and there's no way of bringing Cody back from this. And I know that his title reign has been picturized as bland, and there's a point to that. WWE Creative wanted it to be, and that's why it happened that way. So I am not happy about Roman being back. They said he was going to retire, and at least because he was gone 4 months. 4 months, and that's it. And now he's back. And Lesnar is going to be back. Cena's going to be back. And what I'm grateful for is that they didn't drag Cena, The Rock, The Undertaker, Bruno Sammartino's corpse, and the ghost of Bruiser Brody into this shit.
Damn.
So
I wanted to see Bruiser.
Me too. But Cody tried. It's just WWE Creative does not and never wanted him to be champion, and they're going to take that belt off of him as soon as they can get away with it. And even though Solo Sikoa tried, he's not up to what it was. And this match goes along with the theme of the whole night, the interference. So that's enough from Mr. No Fun, the 2.75. Bobby, close it out, bring in the sunshine.
Before Bobby go, though, I don't think the WWE career don't want him to be the champion. I think they're booking him like Hulk Hogan, to be honest with you.
That's right, brother.
Cody Rhodes, since he won a title at Mania, can you name one opponent that you legitimately thought would beat him?
No.
They feeded him opponents for him to win.
Yeah, but they didn't. The reason they're booking him soft is because they want to get rid of him. They don't want him to have that belt. They want to put it right back on Roman because that's what they wanted to do at Mania.
They need to put it back on Roman because Roman was a better champion.
Okay, that's another debate entirely, and I don't want Ty to get really pissed off at me. At least not this episode. We're having too much fun.
Our last prediction. Our last rating. What you got? How you rate this one? Damn.
375. I mean, even though we know Cody was going to win, I was really hoping Sikoa would have took it. But, you know, ooh, you know how it is. Ain't going to happen. I'm kind of upset because it's could have been a big moment for Solo. And
he could have made him legit because he's not legit. You could have made him legit.
And they blew it. They just straight blew it.
I mean, the storyline, you could have had him like, I beat Cody, you couldn't.
Right. I mean, again, I'm glad for the result. You know, at least they kept it on Cody. It wasn't no stupid shit that happened in that aspect, but it's just, I wish they would have threw that surprise in there. That would have made it a lot better. That's my pick.
All right.
Well, on that note,
but I will say this though: that match got the highest rating. But prior to that, though, both women matches were the top 2 matches of the night.
Wow. Unbelievable. Well, that's always a good thing. Okay, serious, semi-serious question here. Who was the schmuck with the red cap? I don't know who the hell he was. He was some kind of rapper, and I'm culturally ignorant.
You
so
talking about the one that came down
MK something.
The one at
yeah.
Are you talking?
MGK, yeah.
Oh yeah, Megan Fox's fiance.
Megan Fox is married to him.
No, she was engaged to him, and then she called off the engagement.
I can't imagine why.
Me neither.
Anyways, I just thought I would ask that question because not only am I Mr. No Fun, I'm Mr. No Clue. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think this has been a damn fun edition and a great way to kick off Saturday. And with the panel's permission, I will sign us out here. On behalf of Tony Motown Allen, the Tigress Ty Nickerson, and the mastermind Bobby Rogers, this is your not-so-humble correspondent, Robert Black. We will see you in the future. We'll see you next Saturday. Hit that James Brown, baby!
Oh, how you feel, brother?
Feeling good.
You feel good?
Feeling good. It's grooving.
Play so much bone, brother. How you feel, man?
I feel all right.
I call your name. I don't want no people to know you're in here. How you feel, fella? That jam. Sure getting down. Look at him. Ha. We're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. We're gonna have a funky good time. Ha. We're gonna have a funky good time. Let's take 'em up, Fred. We gotta take you higher. Ow! All right. You wanna do it again? You wanna do it again, huh?
Yeah, let's go on back.
We gotta take you higher. Fred. Brother, now I want everybody, let Fred blow about 2 choruses. And then I want to wave in, let's go and do that with this now, all right? I'm gonna get that fella with the little horn over there. You know, James Horn's on me. Fred, can you take us higher?
Yeah.
Take us higher. Fred! Fred!
You're still here? It's over.